So good evening. My name is Lance. I'm North Dakota Carnivore. I'm just coming at you to say hey again tonight. Trying a little bit something a little bit different tonight. You're going to see different background. Still in my office, just trying something different. Trying to get used to this programming. I just haven't done much of that before. Um, but if you're watching this, I do want you to hit that smash that like button, hit subscribe, and leave a comment for me to say hey to you. So I want to make this a little bit different, kind of show you guys where I was not that long ago. This was actually 2 years ago at our state fair, the North Dakota State Fair here in Minot. And yeah, I couldn't walk. Um, I could walk for a little bit and then I was just done for. I couldn't do it anymore. So my wife was awesome. She rented me a scooter. That thing was actually pretty fucking cool. I like that thing. But that's what I did. I rode the scooter. This is me hanging out in an outdoor chair, but inside it's actually broke. The pieces in the back here, like this plastic piece right there in front, the ones in the back, one of the rivets completely busted out, and yeah, it's gone. I was pretty big. You can see I'm with my granddaughter here, and one of my other granddaughters throwing her in there, and you can see how big that stomach is. Holy cow, that's huge. And this was actually over a month ago. It was probably a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago now that I took this picture. No, I think it was just over a month ago. I did this here right before I talked with Dante on his show. So you can see that the size of the belly from that to this, huge. At this point, I'm only down like 90 some pounds on this one here. Like, I don't know, it was like 95 or something like that. It's big difference. I feel a whole lot different. You know, just looking at me now compared to here, this is just round. I mean, even the top of my head up there, you can just see how round it is. It's just not a good look to be in, you know. And the only thing I did to get this way is I ate the standard American diet. That's what got me with this big belly. This big belly was brought to you by the standard American diet or the Western diet or whatever you want to call it. But, you know, following that food pyramid or my plate or whatever the crap they call it now, this is what it got me. It got me looking like this. It got me so that I couldn't walk at our state fair. I rode in a scooter. I didn't like sitting in our regular couch because I had a hard time getting out of it. And I had that big old belly. I mean, huge. You can just tell how big I am on this. And this is about a month ago. And it's a big difference. I feel a lot better. A lot of things happened in that time. You know, I came off of 5 blood pressure medications. That's this guy right here. Yeah, he was on 5 blood pressure meds, and blood pressure wasn't under control, but he was taking 5 of them. He had really bad allergies. I took an allergy pill every day for probably the last 15 years, and I've taken the allergy medication for Well, pretty much since I left the military, since 1995, I've been taking allergy meds one way or the other for one reason or the other. But you know, I stopped doing that in August, September, end of September, and maybe the first part of August or October. I stopped taking my blood pressure medications. I stopped taking my allergy medications. I don't take them anymore. I sleep so much better. My mood is greatly improved. My mental focus, clarity is just so much better. And from my heaviest at 347 pounds, I'm down 113 pounds. I am 234 pounds. And I've lost weight before. I used to do Insanity. I used to do the Beachbody workouts. In a 4-year period, I lost about 80 pounds. And I worked out 6 days a week. Other than the last week, I haven't worked out. I haven't worked out at all. I just haven't. Well, actually, this is my workout. That's what I eat. That's my workout. A ribeye and shrimp. And andouille sausage, carnivore meatballs. There's no breading in here or anything like that. This is made with pork panko for a crust and then some eggs. And again, more shrimp because I don't give a rip. Carnivore Ray, I love that guy because he's the one that saved my life. This is the guy that got me to look at the carnivore diet. Was Carnivore Ray. Love that guy. And I love his little saying that he does too. I don't give a rip. That's where this board comes from. But eating a New York strip steak, eating a ribeye, eating carnivore meatballs and a sausage and eggs. Everything that we've been told for the last 50, 60, 70 years is bad for us. I've lost 113 pounds doing this. Well, 101 pounds doing this, 113 from my heaviest. I lost 101 pounds in 8 months. When I worked out 6 days a week, I lost 80 pounds in 4 years. Still eating the standard American diet. Just think what I would have lost if I had just ate meat. Just meat. No vegetables, no fruits, no greens, no breads, no rice, no carbohydrates. It's a carb-free diet that works. It will change you from this guy to this guy in about 7 months. It can. It did for me. It changed me from the guy that can't stand walking to the guy that will walk around and do stuff again. Surprise my wife, and instead of sitting on my ass in the chair here, I'll go for a walk with her. I'll take the dogs for a walk. I'll go with her shopping. I have energy to do stuff again, which is completely off from what I've been doing for a long time. So, I just want to let people know that this way of eating actually really works. It's something that you don't have to even try at. All you have to do is eat meat. The fatty cuts of meat, ground beef, the 75-25, 70-30, fantastic. A ribeye. If you don't want to spend that money in New York strip, you don't want to spend that money, chuck roast. You want a fatty cut of meat, and a chuck roast is an awesome one. But you use that meat, and that's what you need. That's what your body craves. Sorry, just saying it that way, it just made me go back to a movie. It's Brondo. You know what I'm talking about it. If you know, you know. But your body craves the fat. Your liver, your uses the fat to make your hormones and to make all the stuff that your body needs. Fat, eating fat makes you skinny. That it does. Cutting the fats out makes you fat. Sugar in any form, a carbohydrate, is what makes you fat. That's all there is to it. You want to lose weight, you want to get your mind straight, you want to live your life the way that you were meant to live, start eating the diet that you were meant to eat. Every animal on this planet eats a species specific diet, except for man. And we eat garbage. Some of us have taken that leap of faith that we've seen on social media. We've seen other people actually doing in our lives and finally figuring out, hey, this is what's going on. And guess what? It actually works. This stuff works. So why not? Go ahead, give it a moment, take the time, and give it a shot. What's it going to hurt? This is what's going to happen. If you have high blood pressure, your blood pressure is going to come down. You eat a lot of salt, you eat a lot of meat. The stuff that you've been told for years is bad for you is not. Well, some of the stuff. Salt, it's not bad for you. Your body needs salt. Salt is an electrolyte. Every neuron in your body, when it gives an impulse or receives an impulse from your brain, every muscle twitch, everything that you do requires a electrical connection. Salt helps with that. The cholesterol myth is one of the biggest ones to try to figure out. Most people don't understand that your LDL cholesterol is actually not something that's bad. There's two types of LDL cholesterol. You have the large buoyant cholesterol, and then you have the small dense. The small dense ones, yes, they're not very good for you. But the large buoyant ones are. That's your body repairing itself. There's a lot of information out there with the carnivore doctors, Anthony Chafee, Ken Berry, Sean Baker, Tony Hampton, Eric Westman, Dr. Kiltz, Dr. Nelson. I mean, there's so many carnivore doctors out there that are giving out so much free information because they're doing the same thing. They're trying to make themselves healthy, trying to make it so that, we're all healthy. But your LDL cholesterol isn't bad. Your HDL cholesterol should be up. Overall cholesterol, there's still some debate about the numbers on that, but under 300 is good. I've had mine over 400. Back when I was in the military, I got one of those calls where, hey, your cholesterol is really high. We need you to come back in a month and retest, and because it shouldn't be like this. So there's things that you can do to adjust your cholesterol and do it quickly so that You don't have to do stupid stuff. But it's your LDL, unless you're getting the advanced panel, doesn't mean a thing. It doesn't. It bunches together the small and the large LDL, and it doesn't mean anything until you break it down and you tell me whether I've got the large point or the small dense ones. It doesn't matter. Your HDL should be higher than what most people are. That's fine too. But what's really important is your HDL to triglyceride level. And that's where it matters. Your triglycerides should not be high. They should be a lower number. That is where the sugar is, and that is what's causing issues. It's not the cholesterol, it's the triglycerides and the sugar that's causing the issues. Yeah, mine were really high, my triglycerides, because at least one, maybe it was two of the blood pressure medications I took raised triglycerides. Ta-da! And then the doctors are like, well, you got to take a statin. I'm not taking a statin. You need your cholesterol. And that doesn't do anything for your triglycerides. But this is what I'm trying to get across here is you can go from this here, this big guy right here, you can go from this. What the heck is going on here? All right. Yeah, I'm being a bonehead. So you can get to this point here where this big belly is gone. That big old marshmallow right in the center there. That big ass belly. You can get rid of that by eating foods that look like this or this. This is actually what I had tonight. That was an 18-ounce ribeye, 16 shrimp, butter, and the Molden's flaky salt. My God, was that delicious. And then after I ate that, I had a couple pieces of meatloaf because I wasn't full. So you eat till you're hungry, or you eat when you're hungry and you eat until you're full, until you're comfortably stuffed, as Dr. Berry puts it. That's what you do. And that's what I do. I've lost 101 pounds on the carnivore diet eating food like this. Like this. Like this. I mean, this is delicious. What else? What other kind of diet can you have where you can, well, let me do it. No. Do I put that one in there? No, let me do this one. Yeah, I'm figuring stuff out on this here. I mean, look at this. Doesn't that look good? That's a New York strip steak there. That looks absolutely fantastic. There's nothing like this diet. It is so easy to maintain this way of eating. It's been the easiest thing I've done. I don't have food cravings. I don't have anxiety about foods. It's just so easy to eat like this. It's so easy to enjoy food again. Oh, Darn, I got too many images. Let me take up that one. I want to add one more in here. It's something that I really enjoy. Where did it go now? Oh, there it is. So, who likes salmon? So this is about a 1 pound New York strip steak, and this is about a pound and a third of salmon. That was one of my meals, and I lost weight eating this much food plus some breakfast. This is over 2 pounds of food right here in this one meal. I mean, you're not going to find another diet out there where you can go from a big belly like this to this in 7 months and not starve yourself and not kill yourself working out 6 days a week. I didn't have to do that anymore. Now I eat my way healthy. I ate my way overweight, and now I'm eating my way healthy. So again, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, leave me a comment, and y'all go out there and eat a steak. Be happy. That's what it's all about. See, I need to put that on here too. Eat a steak and be happy. Eat meat, be happy. I prefer to eat the steak, but hell yeah. So until next time, y'all have a great night.